Welcome, everybody, to a new episode of In Search of Zen, the fastest rising podcast in all of Canada. Welcome, I'm your host, AJ Bate.
And Jason Allen.
Yes, thank you for choosing us to be here. No, thank you for choosing us. You know what? You're welcome for choosing us, okay?
You made the right choice. Why should I thank you?
I'm sick and tired of being humble, you know?
Yeah.
That's
it's about time.
It's about
you
time.
Tuned in, if anything.
This has to stop.
You dummies.
Yes, our sponsor is Bubbly.
What flavor are you drinking there?
We're drinking the pineapple.
I'm not. I have my own sponsor. It's Coke Zero.
Show the fans.
0 calories. 0 bullshit. Coke Zero.
Coke Zero. When Bubbly's not around.
Bubbly's not around. When you're too good for Bubbly.
Well,
my wife gave him that. My wife loves it.
Okay, well, thank you, Katie, for giving me
shout out to Katie, our real sponsor.
Great host. Appreciate.
Yes, absolutely.
And but thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you for being and listening to us, and we're on YouTube. Thank you for those who are watching us on YouTube too. We appreciate you.
Big contract.
Yes.
Big contract.
Big data. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow me and Jason on all our social media.
Yeah, like and subscribe. And
smash that like.
Smash that like button.
You fucking smash that like button. And apparently, there's just too many things to keep track of. There's also on Apple Podcasts. Make sure to give us a 5-star rating.
Oh, that's what you have to do on Apple?
That's another thing you have to worry about.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You need ratings on Apple, too.
Well, just whatever makes your daddies happy, do that.
What about Spotify? You don't have to do anything on Spotify. You just have to listen.
And no, also follow us on Spotify so that you get a notification whenever we drop a new episode. It's going to be every Tuesday, but just,
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that was a thing.
Smash that follow button.
All right, so smash the follow button, smash the like button.
Smash the 5-star rating button.
Smash a 5-star rating.
And the subscribe button on YouTube.
Smash your mom. And then we're done.
Well, if that's what makes her happy, do that. I'm not the one to tell you to do anything your mom doesn't.
All right.
Okay. Well, it's been a very exciting week.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah. No, nothing going on. I had a busy week.
No, really.
Well, it was my wife's birthday on the 1st.
Hey.
So, yeah, Katie's birthday. So, yeah, busy doing stuff with her.
That's nice.
And had some family over. The normal amount that you can without getting fined. Yeah, we're all sick now.
Mm-hmm.
Also, my wife, I'll talk about her because she's had, a big week. But through her, vicariously, I'm living. I've had a big week because I've seen it all happen or been busy with her.
Some drama?
No drama. She got her first vaccine shot.
Hey, history in the making.
Pfizer.
The
Pfizer shot, not the Johnson & Johnson, because that's just one shot. She got the one.
Is there really a Johnson & Johnson? Like the soap people?
I think so.
Like the Baby No Tears soap?
I think that they just scrub you with a bar or something, and then they're like,
I guess, yeah.
No, they just, Canada just signed. I don't know how all this works, and I'm probably sounding very stupid here. Canada just agreed, some kind of agreement with them for Johnson & Johnson, and was like, we'll take on your vaccine as well. And that one, it's only one shot, but Pfizer, it's 2. So Katie just got one done a couple days ago. And then her second shot, which will be the full vaccine, is April 10th. And then everybody can make out with her. I just got to wait. But you can all kiss her. Have fun.
And that's also the next microchip, too. Like, does it...
It's like half the microchip is in now.
Yeah.
So Bill Gates is kind of listening sometimes.
Yeah.
Billy, love you, baby.
My 2 favorite Billies. Bill Gates and Billy Zane, baby. That's
Billy Zane. I take a micro chip from
Billy Zane.
Yeah, I was about to say microdose.
As long as he
and a microdose.
As long as he gets to put his microduct in me, I'm okay with that.
For sure. Give me some of that Billy Zane zaniness.
Yeah.
But Katie's look good. Half chipped. Feeling 100%.
That's good.
And pretty excited. And she said, so maybe there's some light at the end of this tunnel, because Katie said it was oh man, it was swamped. Like the place was packed. I'm like, so lots of people are getting their vaccine. She's like, oh yeah, and all different ages and stuff, but I'm sure that's just because like there's lots of different age range and like genders in healthcare profession.
Yeah.
Right? So, but she was like, yeah, it was busy. I'm like, well, that's a good sign. I'm sure lots of people are getting it. Plus, like, I think anybody 80 plus is getting it right now, where they're part of this like first rollout, which is here now.
Yeah, I think they're mostly targeting the elderly, but also people
it's
who
like
do
the super old. I think that 80 and up, and then next tier will be 70 and up.
But it's also in the middle of that sprinkle are the Katie's of the world,
or
like
all the
front
healthcare,
line
anybody in front line,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Mhm.
So, and then in the second, I don't want to call it second wave, whatever the second rollout of the vaccines will be, it's going to be teachers and people who work in schools, because Katie's mom works at a school.
Oh.
So she'll be next that way. So it's going to cover, again, like a large population.
So hopefully by
right?
summertime they've taken care of most of the people.
A lot of people, like, we're gonna be like dead last.
I think you might not be dead last though.
I don't know if at this point playing the diabetic card's gonna do anything for me.
Damn.
No, I think that they realized, they were like, because the thing is, like, sure, I have diabetes, but I don't need to be out.
Yeah.
Is the way they think about it.
Yeah.
They go, sure, you're immune compromised, but nurses need to be at work helping people.
Yes.
Teachers need to be at work helping students. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't need to be anywhere.
Well, you need to do this podcast.
I just need to do this. And they go, sit your diabetic ass inside if you don't want to get
Well, they
sick.
don't know.
They don't feel bad for me.
But they also don't know that we're the #1 rising podcast in all of Canada.
No, they know. They listen.
They listen.
But we can do that inside, too. You know
Nurses?
what I mean? So...
Yeah. No, I understand. And
so I think that originally that was going to be part of it, with people that are immune compromised, but then they thought, they go like, if you're immune compromised, just stay inside.
Yes. And the thing is, though, for those of you who are anti-vaxxers, and I am personally, live your life, but I'm just letting you know that who also is an anti-vaxxer, Wendy Williams. So have fun.
Yeah.
That's the party you're in.
Yeah, Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
Who is the Saddam Hussein of Wendy's,
far
as I'm concerned.
Oh, yeah. All the Wendy's, like, really crumble in fear when they see her.
When they see her, she's the scariest. What does she do? She's
Wendy Williams? She has, like, a gossip morning show.
Talk show,
she
right?
Still has it,
Or still has it?
Yeah. How you doing? That's her phrase.
That's her phrase?
How you doing?
I don't think that's a catchphrase. I think that's something everybody says. And get fucked for trying to claim that.
But I'm not saying she does claim it, but she says, how you doing?
She says it like that?
We need to start doing sound bites in our show. I think that would
You're
really...
right. We're not Billy Zane.
No, we're not zany enough. We need to do the whistle, the sound.
Well, that is like Wendy Williams, right? It's like
she also is known for being
essentially a slide whistle.
Yeah. Well, funny.
She slept with, who was it? Method Man?
I think so, something like that. But funny you said the slide whistle, because she did fart on air.
No.
And she tried to pass it on like, she was just her ass was squeaking against the couch.
And everybody was like, you farted?
Yeah.
That'd be rough.
I think she went
that
on.
Would happen to me. If I got famous enough, I'd fart on Conan or something. Like, I'll leave.
No, I'd be like, I'll try to be like, hey, so the movie that I'm doing is really, really good.
You try to save it?
Oh, I mean, what am I gonna do? Like,
you own it.
You
get in front of it.
It's what it is.
No,
and if
you get in front of it.
And if I find that he's awkward and he can't get past it, I'm like, okay, let's stop for a second, guys. I did fart.
You stop everything.
You're being too uncomfortable, and I try to move on, but you haven't. Clearly, one of us is a professional.
I think you're handling this all wrong.
I just get very defensive about it.
Yeah. I think you're handling this all wrong.
You start choking out
right
Conan.
away. I'd own it. Right away.
I would try.
I'd dust it at him and yell cottage cheese. Like, I would just, like, I'd embrace the whole thing.
You frisbee it to him.
Yeah.
You gather it in your hand.
I would just, shoot it at him and, like, Andy Richter.
Yeah, you just
like one in each hand. I'd dust them.
Like you have magic beans in your hand. You just, like, fucking throw it at him.
Yeah, so that's Wendy's problem, is that she wasn't like, she should have farted and then yelled, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Like,
and then ripped another one.
Wendy, that's your catchphrase.
I would have watched that show.
See, she said the catchphrase. Yeah, so she's an anti-vaxxer. She's like, I don't trust it.
Yeah, same with, like, Dr. Jenna McCarthy and people like that are like anti-vaxxers. Vaxxers, because I think Jenna McCarthy has a son who's autistic and was like, it was from that.
God bless.
And I'm like, no, it wasn't.
They're all
No.
people's angels. They're all God's angels.
They're all people's angels.
And they are
Her
also.
son is my angel.
Yeah, he is my angel. And also, like, it's so fucked up that she says that, oh, it's because of vaccine that he has autism. Like, now, like, her son has like a defect or something like that.
Yeah. I think you should almost like not blame it on anything and just be like,
I almost could have loved him unconditionally if it wasn't for the vaccines that gave him the autism.
I think you just go, he is who he is, and I love him for who he is.
But besides that, which has nothing to do with it, I'm against vaccines.
But
it has nothing to do with
it. And it's a completely separate issue. There's nothing to do with that. It's because I'm friends with Wendy.
Look, he can focus on one thing on at the same time. But besides the point, I'm anti-vaxxer.
But I'm also an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah.
But it's nothing to do with
it's very hard, yeah.
my son.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but it's like, these are the people you're going to listen to? If you're watching TV and her name's Wendy Williams, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying it right?
It's very hard to
Am
fuck
I
it up.
pronouncing that right?
It's very hard to fuck it up.
I just want to make sure I'm getting the right.
Wendy's Williams.
Wendy's Williams. If you're like listening to Wendy Williams or Jenna McCarthy,
MD,
and you're like, oh, these are the people who I should be taking like advice from when it comes to medical stuff.
Yeah.
You're dead anyways. Like, I don't know if there's any help for you.
I just and this might be because I really don't care to seek the truth of this matter.
Right.
But I wish there would be like an anti-vaxxer person who wasn't like, upon seeing them for the first time, I'm like, oh, you just look crazy. I want there to be
if there was one that just looked normal.
Right, and it was like, hey guys, no, I totally understand you want to get vaccinated, but here's why. In like, I'm like, okay, but like,
yeah.
Every time I've listened to somebody that was an anti-vaxxer,
it's always some fucking
it's always some
bananas.
Yeah. So all I'm saying is, like, the anti-vaxxer community, you need to work on your representation.
You need like one good. Yeah, kind of normal looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want like a Woody Harrelson kind of guy.
Sure.
Yeah, if Woody Harrelson was
even
like...
he's a little messed up,
But yeah.
But yeah, you get him or like a Tom Hanks or even like a younger but like more normal looking person. You get Anna Kendrick.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, the vaccines are messed up,
even though I
right,
fucking
guys?
hate Anna Kendrick.
Oh, do you?
I hate Anna Kendrick.
Why?
She's so average looking and just...
That's why I think that would be
but like
good
even talent,
for the cause.
I think they need to get themselves like a very like goofy named British guy, like Benedict Cumberbatch. I think that would be good.
No, so I don't trust any British person.
They just look like they pet cats all the
they're
time.
They're all questionable. They all look like they've never had a vaccination. So no, I don't think you go with a British person.
Very true. Yeah, the pool
is no good, dude. It's too close.
Yeah,
and some inbreeding, baby.
Like, he looks like this, and he is vaccinated. Imagine if he didn't.
Imagine if he didn't
like,
vaccinate.
Oh my God, you're welcome.
No, the British should get it first just because of how they look, right?
Yeah,
just
Like, which really pisses me off with the whole like things that came out about Meghan Merkel when they're like, obviously they didn't like her, which I don't know anybody that was shocked by that.
Oh yeah, that the royal family didn't like the black lady.
I don't think anybody was really shocked by that. But
can I say something about Prince Harry?
Please go. Let's go. Because I think you and I would agree.
Prince Harry's amazing because like 10 years ago, Prince Harry was like in a lot of hot water for dressing up as Hitler.
Oh
and
yeah.
then 10 years later,
just like, I'm gonna marry a black woman.
He just married a black lady. Like, that's fuck you,
yeah,
money.
It is.
That's like, you're doing just fine. When you're so rich, you can get exposed, you can get caught dressing up like Hitler, and then also marry a black woman in the same lifetime.
God bless.
You have a lot of money.
And that says a lot.
You're doing just fine.
And I was going to say that says a lot about her, but really she's marrying a prince, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Married a
it's not
prince.
like she's giving away something.
No, she's not brave. She's not forgiving.
She's not giving up.
I'm so forgiving.
Oh my God, the season I was on Suit, my acting career.
Suits.
Shut up.
That was a great show.
Shut up.
Come on. We didn't love Suits.
If I'm just saying, like, it's not like Meryl Streep marrying Harry. It was like, listen, Harry,
I'd love to see that relationship.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not like she's an Academy Award winning
Meryl
actress.
Streep was born before the Queen. Like, she's not gonna marry Harry.
Yeah, she looks. Yeah, Meryl Streep does look like
She's very the queen.
But she's very beautiful. Like, even I think to this day she's a very beautiful
The
lady.
queen, absolutely, I think so. I'd hit it.
I would not even know where to begin with her.
Are you kidding me?
With the queen?
Back in the day?
No, never.
All pictures?
What
you don't
day?
think she was good looking?
When she was a...
Like, I don't know, 1812?
When she was an embryo?
Born?
Like,
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Like,
that's what I'm talking about.
Which is in the
that
womb?
royalty embryo,
When was
baby?
she hot?
Come on,
She was
hon.
never hot.
What are you talking about?
She was never hot.
Sometimes I just look at a $20 bill and fall in love.
You just
man.
like, yeah.
I just get into
With
it.
her dress that's made out of curtains. Like,
I like that.
Good God. Just awful. Just horrible skin. Just, ugh. Just
You don't
gross.
like her skin?
And nothing about her really does it for me. Nothing.
Wow. Oh, wow. Nothing about the queen does it for you.
Because it's not just that. If you look even at their husbands, like even Diana, okay, respect. Yeah, Diana was, she was like sort of kind of cute. She was like a royal family 10, which is like.
she was a British 10.
She was like a royal family 10. And then we can't, and we can't seem to stop talking about it.
Right,
but let's just be honest. It's not like Diana was like,
No, for the royal family, she
royal-
was really good. But I'd say the same about, like, was Jackie Kennedy gorgeous, or was she gorgeous for a
Onassis?
first lady?
Oh, yeah.
Jackie Kennedy.
Yeah.
Was she gorgeous, or was she gorgeous for a first lady?
No, for a first lady, for sure, yeah.
So that's what you have to, that's the standard.
Yeah, but
You're not good looking.
Jackie
You're
Onassis,
good looking for a Hamilton comic.
Yeah, but Jackie Onassis didn't get caught in a fire in a limo, so who gives a fuck about her?
Yeah,
We're talking about Diana now.
Why are you calling her Onassis?
That's her, like, she married,
she
because
remarried?
she jumped ship. She went from
fuck her. No,
she went from
I'm
a
out.
princess.
I didn't... A prince.
Well,
He essentially was.
She went from a president to like a billionaire Greek business guy. So Jackie's not
she's
really.
She's doing just fine. Okay.
Jackie's not having a hard life. Diana, however,
she had a bunch of brain on her.
She got cremated without being asked. Like she's not.
No, Diana had it rough.
Yeah.
For sure. I tell you what, the year she died, I dressed up like her for Halloween. I ever tell you about that? I probably shouldn't announce this because I'm getting canceled for sure. I was like 13.
What?
Yeah.
I've known you for how many years?
Dude,
why is this not?
We can call my mom. We can call my brother.
I believe you. I want to believe you.
Yeah,
I hope this is true.
It happened. It wasn't even a disrespect thing. I just thought it'd be funny. And my mom was like, it'd be hilarious to dress you up like a princess. So I'm like, let's do it. And I did it.
And you turned out just fine.
I'm still here. I didn't die in a car accident. Tell you that much.
Paparazzi was following you around.
That was part of the costume.
Your mom's like following you around with a camera, then you trip on a step, and that's like your in the news now. Princess Diana.
I'm all gashed up.
You got a concussion. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. They're so just ugly on the inside and the outside.
Oh no, the royal family's bad news. I guess it would have been worse if I dressed up like Prince Andrew.
Oh, yeah.
That guy's no good. I found out recently.
Like, that's so meta. He's a kid and dressed up as Prince Andrew.
Oh, yeah. Because I'm like the age that he wants to sleep with. And I dress like him.
Maybe that would have cured his whatever.
It would have fixed him.
It would have fixed him.
Yeah, nobody in the royal family got word of my costume, unfortunately.
No.
I never took off.
No, it's unfortunate. That was like.
I was pretty good. I was pretty convincing.
I believe it with the blonde hair and everything.
Yeah, we did it up,
Yeah.
just like she used to wear, and
she puts you in a toy car.
And I had the
she puts you. Your mom puts you in a toy car, just pushes you down the road.
No, I had to walk it. I'm walking in heels. I'm like 13. It sucked.
I would have
it wasn't fun.
If I wasn't worried about being canceled, but if I ever have a kid, just dress him in Princess Diana and put him in like a black toy car.
If you did it with the car, you're fucked. You're fucked.
And my kids would be brown, so I just like put like a brown kid in there next to her. That's her fucking.
That's her boyfriend.
That's her boyfriend. Oh my god! Oh, awful. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. But yeah, So did you watch the interview with Oprah?
Well, it's not like I had a choice because I have sisters and they like talk about it all the time. So it's not necessarily that I did watch it, but they were telling me about it. And even when I woke up today, it was all over Twitter.
All over, yeah.
It was all over Twitter and Yeah, no, it's apparently like they were really kind of setting her up to make her the villain. Like they were constantly
Like feeding the tabloid stuff, right?
feeding the leaking news and stuff and shit like that, and they were constantly barraging her. And when it's almost like it's like a company where if you're an employee there, you don't get to talk about anything. You're not allowed to talk.
Yeah. So you know what I heard?
What did you know? You're gonna give me this skinny right now?
This is skinny. This is the real. This is the down low. No, I heard that. So they were like, "Well, we want to leave the royal family," and the royal family was like, "Fine, you get no money.
Yeah,
you get nothing."
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why they're doing this, is because these shows are good, paying them very well.
Of course, yeah.
To expose
of course.
the family.
Absolutely, yeah.
Have there been any bombshells? Like anything that we didn't already kind of know? Because
Yeah.
I think we already know that like Prince Andrews is for sure Prince Andrew is for sure a pedophile,
Yeah.
and that the royal family is definitely racist.
Yeah, I don't think anybody.
So is there anything that we're finding out?
Well, and that's the other thing too, right? It's like what's the point of this interview to me?
If there's no bombshells, and if there's
Like
nothing
what is the bombshell gonna be?
The bombshell would be like
what?
Harry's not actually Charles' son, or like
okay.
I was Princess Diana the whole time.
Okay, that she's like just it's like you
pull
put on
off my
blackface.
beard,
That's not okay.
Who was it? Meghan Markle's actually Princess Diana?
It's like you put on blackface the whole time. That's not
That's
nice.
Yeah, you're canceled.
She's like, we're glad you're still alive, but you're also canceled.
You'll never work again. So it's like,
you're never gonna work in this town as long as I live.
Work as what? A humanitarian.
Yeah, honestly, but even if he wasn't like Prince Charles' son, which I don't know how he would know. Like, I don't think they would even show him the records or anything like that.
Right. Why would they tell him?
But even if they did, I don't see that I don't think it's her place to say that either, because the interview is really with her. It's not necessarily with the husband, right?
Is Harry not really saying much?
Like, he's just sitting there next to her, like, I support her, yeah.
Oh, so really the whole interview is just about exposing
about
the family for racism and their mistreatment of her.
Yeah, which really everybody, even like the most racist people, when they heard that Prince Harry was going to marry, like, oh, she's going to have it rough. Like, even the most...
Sure.
You know, like, even Nazis were like, I wouldn't do that if I was you, girl. Like, you're going to have a hard time.
Right.
I don't think anybody was really shocked by what was going on with her, but it's probably good for her to kind of really just
talk about
it.
which
is totally fine. I mean, not many people get to have Oprah as their therapist, but
right.
But I'm very happy for her that she got to speak her piece.
And you watched the whole thing.
I did not watch it. No, I was just, like I said, I was just from what I heard my sister saying, just reading on Twitter.
Okay, yeah, but I guess if there was a big bombshell,
we would have probably
heard about it.
Yeah. I don't really see there have been anything.
No, I follow the royal family subreddit and I've heard nothing. So,
yeah, they got memes.
So, yeah, all the best royal family memes.
Yeah, the Queen is just riding a rocket AMC to the moon.
Classic
Queen.
Classic meme of the Queen. It's one of like her and that cat. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
It's
good stuff. It's hard hitting stuff.
It's the creme de la creme, folks.
It's the good memes.
It's the good
here.
That's what we're here for.
I'm here for the good memes. Did I ever tell you about the time I did this show in St. John?
You have been doing this show.
No, not this show. I did like a show, like a comedy show. This isn't a comedy show. This is a serious daytime talk show.
Of course.
I'm Wendy Williams. Don't get a vaccination.
How you doing?
How you doing? Better if you don't get vaccinated. I'm Wendy Williams. No, I was going to say.
St. John?
I was doing this show in St. John, New Brunswick, and there was like this guest spot, this opener. Peter White was headlining. I was hosting. And there was this guest spot, and he like talked about edging like the whole time. It's like an older crowd too, like, or at least like, yeah, I'd say like a 35 and up kind of crowd. And he like talked about edging the whole time and like bombed really bad. And then after we were talking, he's like, yeah, on social media and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, give me a follow, do whatever. And he goes, yeah, I'll follow you on Instagram. If I'm like, cool, yeah, I'll follow you back, man. And then he goes, you meme guy? And he kind of said it like saucy, like you want, you ready for some dank memes? I'm like, what's happening right now? I'm like, I don't want dank memes.
The meme for meme?
I'm a grown man. I don't edge. I finish quickly and I move on with my day.
Yeah, I don't waste people's time.
You know what I mean? I'm not beating around the bush here. No pun intended.
No puns.
The British. Good puns.
George
You
Bush.
get it.
I get it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
he was like, you meme guy? He said it all saucy. And I was like, I regret even talking to you after this show.
It's like, I don't know what I hate more about you. The edging material, the fact that
you're like, we're bad boys.
You think you're being naughty.
Who watch memes.
By disclosing that you like memes, you fucking douche.
Get away from me.
Ugh, this guy sucks.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Speaking of like the whole following and Instagram stuff, like if somebody follows you out of nowhere.
Right.
And turns out that it's somebody that you know. Do you follow them back? Because to me, the only people that I follow back, if we were talking face to face and they were like, hey, I'll follow you. And then I follow them back because we agreed on that transaction.
There was kind of a, right. I see what you're saying.
But if somebody like that, like out of nowhere follows you, do you follow them back?
It depends, because I don't follow people back that I feel like are fishing for it. You know what I mean?
That's true too. Yeah.
So I think that sometimes people are like, they're following you for you to follow them back,
which I fucking hate so much, because I didn't tell you to follow me.
Yeah, because I didn't tell you to do anything. But then also it's like they'll follow you for you to follow them back, and then you'll follow them back, and then they won't
unfollow. That's dirty.
And then I'm like, oh, you're treating me like a fucking fanboy.
Oh yeah, that's dirty.
And I'm like, and I'm better than you.
That's like the
in every
lowest
way, by the way.
Yeah.
And just in case you're wondering, and you're watching, and you're like, does he think he's better than me? I'm like, yeah, in every way. In every way, I'm better than you. And you're gonna just treat me like a fanboy? I've been Princess Diana for the last.
What have you done with your life?
For the last 22 years.
Yeah.
So, you tell me.
You're doing a good job at hiding.
Yeah. So.
Now my question to you: am I your boyfriend? Because I'm Arab.
Clearly, you're my boyfriend.
Oh God, I didn't ask for this.
But you got it. So.
You know what? Sometimes life takes on these journeys. You never know where you're gonna be. That's.
Katie calls you my boyfriend. It's very insulting.
Aw, so sweet.
It's very, two guys can't hang out without their girlfriend or wife implying that they're banging. Yeah. She obviously does not really think that. But two guys hang out, and then like their girlfriend will be like, "Ooh, nice bromance." It's like, can I just hang out with a guy without it becoming?
Yeah. Also, this is not 2012 anymore.
Sexual? What is happening? And yeah, who says bromance anymore?
Yeah, we're over it. It's 2021. You can say whatever you want. It's the if anything, really, you enjoy, you feel happy when your significant other or your partner says I'm going to hang out with Melissa or whatever,
Yeah. I love it when Katie goes to hang out with Melissa.
Good, because I don't have to entertain you now. Good.
Yeah, the pressure's off me. I'm like, go.
Yeah, I'm
frolic.
Yeah, exactly. Have fun.
Have fun.
Hoping you and Melissa get married.
Man, yeah, I drive them out to the field. I open the car door. They just run around. I'm happy.
Come on.
Here, go. Out.
Come on, girls.
Terrible.
That's completely horrible. Yeah, I don't know.
But no, nothing going on with you.
I was gonna tell because I'll tell you this. I saw some stuff on the internet because I once in a while I just I look and I keep mental note of.
Braz, you're a meme guy.
I'm a meme guy.
Yeah.
I'm a meme guy. Are you a meme guy?
I'm a meme guy.
Don't be shy now. I just look around for and sometimes oh, that's something that I want to bring up in the podcast because I think you would enjoy it.
Sure.
So you I don't know if you've heard, but in Texas there was like a big snowstorm that was going on. It was like insane. And obviously, just like every conspiracy theory, they are blaming Bill Gates. For the snow.
I didn't hear that yet.
Well, they're blaming Bill Gates because on TikTok, there's a lot of people that are, live in Texas. They've been posting pictures. And the issue is not that they're blaming him for the snow, but they're saying that Bill Gates was the one that deployed or dispatched the fake snow. They're saying it looks like metal. because one person was taking a video of the snow that was on their car, and like what do you call the snowflakes or whatever? They all look the same size, and so they were saying that's fake snow. It's impossible that every one of them looks the same. And then another way that they proved it was that they took a ball of snow and they were lighting it on fire, like burning it.
Right.
And
it wasn't melting.
It wasn't melting. Instead of it was.
So then how did all the snow go away if it didn't melt?
Well, that's not what we're discussing right now.
All right, I see.
Now you're making sense. That's not nice.
Right. You're right. What an asshole I am.
So they're pretty much saying that Bill Gates. I don't know why Bill Gates like gets really.
Dude, on everything.
I think people give him way too much credit for stuff sometimes.
Yeah, I'd say that's true. That's the problem with being
famous and rich.
Well, and also being so smart. Being so smart that people go, you're so smart you could fake the weather.
You could do that, yeah.
You know what I mean?
We
we believe that you're capable of that.
But people do.
Nobody's gonna accuse like a dumb rich person of controlling the weather.
But also at the same time, Bill Gates is a computer science guy. He doesn't know how to deploy.
But I think a genius is a genius.
Yeah, but not in every aspect in science.
No, but according to like an average person,
they think that if you're
a
smart,
genius is a genius.
Yeah,
they don't think about it as like, oh, you're a genius in this thing. They think about it as like, you're a genius.
Yeah. So if you're good at math, you probably know how to be a carpenter. Like,
yes, and control the weather and and do whatever. You know what I mean?
That's
They probably do. They probably think there's probably people that think like, he could probably also perform open heart surgery.
Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah,
you know, he could do anything.
It's really stupid to have that, like, because people were like setting, they were taking lighters up to snowballs and look, see, it doesn't melt. It's fake snow. It's fake snow, and they're blaming it on Bill Gates, and they're putting it all over TikTok.
They say why?
That's the thing. That's the thing is like, if you ask the why, then I think you just kind of get angrier because the whys are really stupid. It's probably, I mean, I can list like 3 off the top of my head that I'm sure I've nailed, and I haven't really spoken to any of these people in a while. One of them is, he's trying to put microchips in us. The other thing is...
And he's doing that by making it cold in Texas.
That's,
Okay.
New World Order,
Sure.
just... That's
how did the temperature change?
Mm-hmm.
Did they answer for that? Because, okay, sure, fake snow is a thing. They put that on, on ski hills sometimes and stuff like that if they're, like, having a light winter.
Yeah.
Fake snow is a thing. How do you make the outside colder in such a large space?
Mm-hmm. Well, what you can do is, like, you can take ACs up in the air because Windows...
They just float up in the air?
Because Windows,
right,
for years, like, there's a sector, like, there's part of their taxes that they don't declare, and so... Apparently, what they've been doing is using that money that they have from income in like they opened like a new science development kind of research thingy,
right?
Underground.
A lot of technical terms floating around.
Yeah, and so what they're doing is they've been developing this technology for years,
right? And
so what they did was they released the 5G to distract people from the actual project.
Right.
So the snow that was happening in Texas, that's just a trial. Like, that's just the beginning of the end.
Yeah, this is the test spot.
This is the test spot, yes.
Of course.
Yes. This is Project Lazarus, as they call it. And so what they're doing is they've managed to be able to, like, have, like, 1,000 ACs, like, blow in the same area.
Right, of course.
And that kind of, they control the weather that way.
Anything to get Ted Cruz off the hook, eh?
Yeah, I mean, Ted Cruz is really if you look at a picture, if you look at the picture of like when Trump was like shaking Prince Andrew's hand, Ted Cruz was like in the back going like, he was not happy with it. So they've been trying to get rid of Ted Cruz since then.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Dick Cruz is in on that too.
Well, he's against it. That's why they're trying to get rid of him.
Right, he's against pedophiles.
Yeah, he's not a happy camper when it comes to
Republican
pedophiles.
Party hates that.
Yeah.
But he's back now.
Yeah, he is stronger than ever. And you know,
it didn't even really hurt him, did it?
No, he really cruised by that.
All right. Having a nice civil conversation.
But yeah, it's just fucking so fucking there's a huge portion of the population. It's like, why do
Is it a huge portion of the population though?
Maybe not huge, but like these people fuck and they have kids.
Yeah, that is the scary part, right?
They have their own fucking.
They can't just have.
Yeah.
There's something illegal about just having kids. As long as you have money, you can kind of just enough money to support your kid.
Yeah.
And even then, kids live in poverty. Kids live in poverty in this country, and the States all the time.
There's nothing wrong with the poverty part. It's just that
there's a lot of issues with poverty.
Me?
No, there's a lot of issues there's a lot wrong with it.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, Jesus doesn't like it.
Did you hear about this new thing? Not to change the subject too much.
No, please do.
About it was like literally explained to me today. And I was like kind of following.
Were you? Because apparently you weren't.
A stimulus check. Or something like that.
I've heard something about that.
It's like $500 for everybody who, I'm going to say, because I don't know the exact number. Let's say anybody who makes under 500 or under 100 grand a year will get a $500 stimulus check
every month
to boost the economy and to kind of bring stuff
That's
back.
A big
which
range.
Is huge, and they're going to vote on it. It's going to be a thing.
In the States?
No, here.
Wow.
Yeah. Which I think is good, because I do think it will go back into the economy. I think that most people, or a lot of people, live so paycheck to paycheck that things are being ignored, or they have to choose between 2 things or 3 things. You know what I mean? Like, I can have this month, but I got to go without this and this or whatever else. So I think it will actually go back into the economy. It's not going to be like a bunch of people hoarding this bonus money and then doing
Now let me ask you this,
whatever
Toots.
the fuck they want with it.
Is this because of COVID or just in general?
I don't really know how long this will go on, or if this is a recovery. This is to recover the economy because of how bad COVID hit. Which, if so, I'm still totally cool with. Yeah. But I'd also be cool with this just going on.
I mean, man, like an extra 500 buckaroo every month.
It would change people's lives, man.
That'd
help people out a lot.
Good chunk of money.
That takes a lot of pressure off
That's
like a working class
chunk
person.
of money, yeah, for sure. I mean, anybody that's making less than $100,000, I think that's like most Canadians.
Most Canadians,
I think that's like more than 50%.
I could be wrong about that number. It might be more like
well, now you got my hopes up.
Or like, but either way, like you make. It's not like you're close to 100.
Me?
A year.
Says you.
Says your life.
You don't know. You don't.
Says your life that I've seen
me and
firsthand.
Maybe I'm frugal. You don't know.
No, yeah, you are frugal, but not by choice. You need the stimulus check,
right,
baby
no
boy.
No argument here. But I mean, once that
even though, like, let's say it's $50,000 a year. That's still going to help a lot of people, and that's going to benefit the economy tenfold.
I think somehow you managed to make me the bad guy in this scenario. I just want to be very clear that I hope that it's like everybody that's making under $500,000 a year get that check. I hope as many people get that check. That's what I want to say.
No, of course.
Yeah.
No, more. As many people... The more people that get it, the better it is for the economy.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I don't know really the economics of it.
I just know that, like,
I just want that fucking money.
Dude, if you make more money, you'll spend more money.
Absolutely.
If you get an extra $500, dude, you're not. What are you doing with that? You're not putting. You're not an extra $500 a month. You're not just taking that money and putting it under your mattress and then gonna fuck off to another country with it. You're not gonna do that. You're gonna spend money. You're gonna go get a case of the buble.
I've said too much.
Or you're gonna, you know what I mean? You're gonna spend. You're gonna spend, even if not all of it, you're gonna spend a lot of it's gonna go back into the economy.
I mean, honestly, for me personally, like the way I would do, because it's just single guy. Sorry, a guy that doesn't have kids.
Yeah.
I'm not married, so like I mean, what I would probably end up doing is just putting in, like, investing in. Like, I think that would be, like, really good.
Most people aren't going to do that. And listen.
No, I mean, but that's putting back in the economy, too, though.
Yeah, you're right. Investments are, you are putting it back in the economy.
You're going to invest it. You're going to do stuff like that.
I just think a lot of people are they're going to put it right back in.
But that's what I mean, though. Yeah. The people that, like, let's say have a mortgage, people that have kids.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of people.
It's a lot of Canadians.
Those are the ones that are going to benefit of it the most, and it's going to be very helpful for them. A guy like me, a douche like me, I can live off of like $1,200 a month. Like I don't really spend a lot, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm still going to be happy for the. I'm not. Please give me the $500 a month. But what I'm saying is that I think I'm more happy for the people that have kids. I think like, those are the ones that I'm more happy. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are the ones I'm very happy for.
Huge help.
According to Jason's completely, like Jason probably just heard like 20% of it and he doesn't even remember.
No, this is exactly how it's going down. I'm not allowed to vote on it. I don't think AJ is either. But it's gonna. No, obviously, I don't think it's a public vote. I think it's obviously like the people Parliament. That have already elected it. It's like voted for in Parliament.
Yeah, it's probably Parliament thing. Yeah.
I'll look into it more. I will actually do some more research.
Because I think people are gonna. If we're wrong, people are gonna yell at us, but that's okay.
We'll call in and let us know if it's $500 or if it's $50. It might just be a Tim's card. I could be wrong about everything.
Hey. That's not bad.
Even that, I think every family could use a Tim's card a month for like even $20. Bad at all.
If you give like $100,
sure.
Oh fuck yeah, man, that'd be good.
You playing roll up? You excited? Ooh. Big money.
Give me that TV, baby.
You win an Xbox this year.
Ugh, not a PlayStation.
That's what you want. You want the PS5.
Yeah, I want the PS5. By the way, folks, for those of you listening who have a hookup for a PS5, call a brother, okay?
What? That's going to be good for the economy.
Yeah.
How many PS5s would sell if we all got another $500?
How many what?
How many more PS5s would sell if we all got an extra $500?
Well, I don't think it's about people not affording it. It's about they're not available.
Oh, they're just sold out.
Because of the COVID.
Some
parts that they need to manufacture they're not manufacturing them at the proper rate.
Oh, I see.
So they can't make these fast enough.
Do you actually have a hookup for a PS5?
I really don't. That's why I'm just hoping maybe some whatever clout we have with this fucking
you're
podcast.
Asking if anybody has a
Please
hookup.
do. Yeah, if you're a manager of like I don't know whatever. Sokolov and Sons.
I manage most Best Buys.
Actually, you're a meme guy, aren't you?
I'm a meme guy. And if you want to check out my dank Best Buy memes, I'll give you a PS5.
Oh, that would be lovely, actually. If I found out that that's who you really are, that would be.
I'm just a dank meme guy who makes you watch memes with me, and then at the end I give you a PS5.
We're already like 63 episodes in. I don't think I can back out of this.
No, you just found out I dress like Princess Diana.
Yeah, that was like really shocking to me.
Right.
That was so shocking.
It made me feel good.
I mean, I'm happy that you.
It was a respect thing. It wasn't.
Yeah,
to be cruel.
No, it wasn't to be cruel.
There was no blood on me or anything. It wasn't that kind of costume.
You didn't have like an old puppet on your shoulder,
dude. My mom wouldn't let me do anything.
No, anything
like rude or like violent.
No, we know.
She's not like that.
We know.
I wasn't allowed to watch South Park when I was a kid until I went over to I go over to my dad's, and my dad was like, "Well, I want to be cool."
Yeah.
And then he let me watch.
That's the good thing about having like divorced parents.
Divorced parents is that like the dad was like, "Nah, fuck you."
Cool. We one up each other.
They're coming to see me. You know what I mean? So
they want you to be. I want
them to keep coming to see me.
They were like an Airbnb, right? Like they want
good reviews.
Yeah, they want them to leave with 5-star review. Yeah.
My dad said that to me like not long ago because he said he's like. I made a joke about like getting along with them better. No offense, Mom. If you're listening, be cooler.
Too late.
But yeah, and then he was like, well, it's kind of your mom's fault because when we got divorced, she said, like, if the boys don't want to see you, I'm not going to make them see you. I don't care that it's a court order. And so my dad was just like, well, I'm just going to make it super fucking fun. And we just go over there and watch horror movies in South Park.
Whatever you guys wanted.
The fuck we wanted. So.
You guys were like, you get that feeling in your stomach, like you're excited whenever you're going to your dad's house. Like you're like, I can't wait to get out of this car.
Yeah.
You walk in and just candy and.
My mom would let me watch, like, she was pretty strict with stuff too. Like Simpsons was okay, but no Family Guy, no South Park. Married with Children, she found it demeaning to women.
Of course,
off the table. And then, like, those were, like, my dad, like, liked those shows.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
My dad thought those shows were funny because he's a guy. So, yeah, we'd go over there. We'd, like, watch it together and be laughing and
That's
shit.
insane.
So, yeah.
I don't know, man.
Is there anything your parents, like, were like, you're not watching that?
Oh, my God.
A lot of stuff?
Dude, that's why I don't really have that much sympathy for you because you're like South Park. I'm like, South Park? That is, like, sacrilegious.
Right. You couldn't watch South Park, of course.
My mental capacity couldn't even, like, conceive.
When you were a kid?
Couldn't even conceive asking to watch South Park.
Right.
Because the bar was, like, so, like.
It was so, it was so much higher than that.
Dude, I'll tell you what my parents did. So. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah. We'd watch those. I could watch those on my mom's.
Well, I'll tell you. Just wait.
Okay.
So he was the guy for me growing up. I love Jean-Claude. I watched all of his movies like 1,000 times. Kickboxer was my favorite of his.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It's a really good movie. There's one scene where he just kisses the Thai girl, and my parents cut it.
From the movie.
Cut it from the movie.
Like they could do
recorded
that. They were
on
like
VHS. They recorded on VHS.
Okay.
They cut it completely out of the movie.
So we jump ahead.
And I was like, what happened? Like he walked up to her and then he just walked away. He looks like he walked up to her and was like, psych, and just kept walking. Like that's what it appeared to me.
They never explain it to you.
Why would they put that in a movie? I'm so confused. And then as I grew up and had free will and all that stuff, and I watched it on my own, I'm like, oh, really? That's what they cut out?
Right. That's so funny.
Like, it was so bad.
Stuff like that. Like, obviously.
Girls in bikinis was like
Girls in bikinis is no-go.
No-go. No, nothing.
Dude, because you got to understand. Like, and they're like, I don't know. My mom was, like, confused by the lines, I think, too. Because, like, language was a big thing. But wrestling didn't swear at each other a lot. But like the girls and like what they would wear, and we were allowed to watch wrestling because there was no swearing in it.
But your mom would be okay with you watching the women naked and stuff like that?
Like my mom usually wasn't home when wrestling was on, so I don't think that she realized how much more graphic wrestling had gotten.
But if she
was, ring girls, and maybe if she was aware, then that would have been like a no-go too.
Yeah.
But my mom just always associated wrestling with like, oh, it's for kids. They don't swear.
Yeah.
Fine,
but
wrestling's
your mom worked
fine.
in the industry too, though. So
yeah, she did work in the industry for a bit. I don't think she understood. She worked in a smaller federation.
Okay.
I don't think she really understood like how like bad like the WWF was getting.
Okay.
With all that stuff for a while.
Yeah, it's
your parents not let you watch wrestling, I'm guessing?
My parents would let me watch wrestling, but it was the same thing. Whenever it got to like the
like
women,
a women's wrestling match, it was done.
It was done.
Okay.
But my parents, or my mom actually both my mom and my dad were like, don't do these moves and stuff like that. Don't hurt each other, all that shit.
Right.
But at the same time,
that's all we did.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's all you
But
do.
on the other hand, they were like, well, boys, they have the energy. Just let them do whatever they want.
You do it.
So
yeah,
they
you
weren't
do it.
like, nothing really ever bad happened.
Yes. Yeah, nobody got seriously hurt.
We have broken a few things, but it was never to the point where like no more. My young brother, though, it got really bad that they stopped him watching wrestling, though.
Because it got out of hand.
Because he was like, was just jumping like from very high and just do like he was a lunatic. So
right. So okay, got carried away.
So they had to ban it then. But when I was growing up, I watched it a lot.
Sure.
And
then you'd like fight with your cousins.
Yeah,
and stuff
exactly.
And
fight with my cousin, like whatever, but never when it got to to like the divas back then. They called them divas.
Yeah. No, of course I remember.
Yeah, they called them divas. So, but when it came to the divas, they would just like tell us, no, you can't watch it.
You're not watching these matches.
No, I'm like, that's all I want to watch.
But that's
and then when
why
I
you
found
start watching after a while, you get to a certain age, and
again,
you're just watching for
when
that.
I was like 16, when I was able to have access to these kind of things, and
Oh, so you were still watching like wrestling at 16?
Yeah, I still was. I still loved it.
Okay.
Yeah, but even then, when I still like had the internet and had access to that, I
Right.
just went back and like watched Kickboxer Uncensored, watched so many diva matches, like the bikini contest.
You got
that
them
they
all.
had.
You got them all.
Yeah, watch the L Word. I just got it
That's
all.
right. I remember you telling me that you
Oh,
were like
dude.
really excited about
So
the L
good.
Word for
So
a
good.
minute.
So good.
That's so fucking funny.
I had to go back and like catch up to all of it.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
you were a little bit behind, I guess, in some of that.
So many
stuff,
things,
right?
yeah. Dude, when I was 7, I used to lay on my stomach and like hump the carpet.
Yeah, that's every kid though. That's
Yeah.
not like.
No, I'm not saying it's special to me, but I'm just saying like I used to like hump the carpet and like
Sure.
and then like it would feel like a ticklish sensation.
Yeah.
And like I would be like I would calm down and then like just go home with my
Calm
day.
down.
Just go home with
And
my
then I
day.
didn't have to watch wrestling. Cause I
Oh
got
yeah,
it
I
out of my
didn't care about
system.
wrestling after that.
No. After you hump a good carpet when you're a boy, you don't think about wrestling.
Yeah, and just like kiss the pillow on the cheek and just like, hey, make sure to turn off the light.
Thanks again.
Here's a
Shut up.
he's a $5 on the
He's a
card.
$5 on the fucking on the end table for you dirty pillow.
You don't have to leave right now. You can
You can hang out
take
for
your
a
time.
bit if you want.
Yeah.
You know,
Take a shower,
Yeah,
you know.
do your thing.
Yeah.
Simpsons, yay or nay?
Never was a big Simpsons
didn't really
guy.
get into-
Never
okay.
really got it. Never really like all those cartoon things. Like I never really got into. I didn't like
don't
them.
know. I'm a little older than you too, right? So like Simpsons was like we all watched The Simpsons.
Yeah.
And if you quoted it too, like they'd say hell. But if you repeated that at school, you'd get in a lot of trouble. You couldn't even say hell.
Yeah. You know what I want to do now though? I want all the adults that quote the Simpsons on social media or in real life. I want those people to get in trouble. We get it. You're a fan of the Simpsons.
You watched it.
You'll
yeah,
love
yeah.
them. All right, shut the fuck up about it already. It's one of
Right.
it's one of those where like the fan base of
We lived in a world of quotes, though. You know what I mean? Because it was like growing up, you heard Simpsons quotes and Seinfeld quotes.
yeah,
Were, like
the
nonstop.
Seinfeld quote, like even those I just hate it when people take pride in shit like just like the. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of the Seinfeld.
Of the Seinfeld, yeah, you're a big fan.
But
Did you watch that in Libya too, growing up? Or
yeah, well, when we were in Libya, we actually, and this might shock a lot of people, but we got all the sitcoms in Libya. We got Mad About You.
all
we
the
got
good ones.
We got Home Improvement.
yeah.
We got Seinfeld. Obviously Friends.
of course,
Obviously,
yeah.
We got Frasier. We even got Married with Children. We got.
Right.
We had them all. We had them all.
So, but your parents were obviously like Seinfeld wasn't super racy or anything.
No,
so Seinfeld
for
was
my
fine?
dad liked Seinfeld
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bit. My mom not so much, but like my dad loved Seinfeld. It's not that he's like a fanatic or anything, but
Right.
he's like the Jewish people. Yeah, I like it. You know?
He likes those guys. Yeah. That's funny.
But yeah, no. For me personally, I'm a huge fan of Seinfeld. But like other than that, never really got it. I when I was a kid, I used to love watching Mad About You and Frasier. I used to love.
You love Frasier?
I loved watching.
I watched Frasier, but I wasn't like the one that I was excited about. I was definitely the most excited about Seinfeld. Like,
Yeah.
when I was a kid, I'd quote Seinfeld. I was that annoying
Yeah.
kid who I loved it too much, maybe.
Yeah.
And I remember there was this girl in grade 9. I didn't like her. She was like kind of like a fucking snob or whatever else. And I remember one time, Seinfeld came up like by somebody else in the class, and she goes, "I don't really like that show." And I was like, "That just like that."
Well, I don't like
fucking,
you.
I already didn't like you,
Yeah.
and I was like, this explains everything. You're like a piece of fucking garbage.
Because you know how sometimes when you hate somebody, you also kind of sort of feel bad for hating them. You're like, why?
And
Why?
that was
but
it.
then
I was
that
like,
was it. Like,
and then I
it
was
feels
like,
so good
you're
to hate
fucking
you.
done.
I don't feel bad that
I was like,
hate
I'll
you.
never come around on you.
You suck so bad.
If I saw her today, I'd be rude to her.
If you were hanging from a cliff, I wouldn't even.
No, absolutely not.
Nothing. I would be
No,
so
I do
happy to
nothing for
see you
her.
once.
I do nothing for her.
Nothing.
She's terrible.
She's dead now.
I fucking
hope so.
I do hope so.
Yeah. I think we're gonna just end it there.
Yeah,
then.
that's fine.
Fuck it.
That's
We're
fine.
gonna end it on death.
Yeah.
How about that?
I'm fine with that.
If you don't like it, go fuck yourself.
You fucking die too.
Yeah. Yeah. AIDS. Both titties.
In both your titties.
Well, I'm sorry. We apologize for saying that, guys.
We're gonna be canceled from the
I don't know, man. I think we are. That's why I feel like, why do I bother even like wanting to work hard at this? Just in general, whether it's like stand up or the podcast or even like writing stuff or, because I know even if, I become famous, I'm going to get canceled for like some stuff that I've said before. I don't really.
No, I think it depends.
I don't know. Just like
I don't know.
it depends.
Yeah, because it does depend. Because it depends on, like, you don't get canceled if you have your own following.
Yeah,
Joey
it's true.
Diaz never got canceled.
Yeah.
If you don't work for a network, so just don't work for a network. We're the fastest rising podcast in all of Canada.
Exactly. Yeah, and also, like, to be honest, though, like, if you've done something heinous, then you go fuck yourself.
And then
like,
that's
you
no.
should,
If you've done
absolutely,
something absolutely where you're like you know what
you've
I
done
mean?
something bad.
I don't consider Cosby part of like cancel culture
exactly.
got to him. It's like no, he was a fucking
I
rapist.
think the guy was misunderstood a little bit, but
No, it's like obvious.
No,
it's so obvious that
absolutely
he belongs in jail. And
absolutely, yeah.
He was a disgusting person.
Yeah, it's just you never know, But also at the same time, it's like this is something I think about too. Like well, maybe some of the things that are not acceptable anymore, maybe it's a good thing that they're not acceptable because, it's better for everybody. Like like back in the day, it was totally fine to beat up your kid.
Right, and that's not.
But like
okay
right
anymore.
now, if I ever have a kid, I would never put my hands on them. Like
of course,
it's like so horrible to do that. But it seems like, our society's better for it. And maybe some of the things that you and I are like, you know what, it's harmless or what, it's just for fun, that are not okay now, maybe it's for the better. It's just something that I think about, like.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Even the stuff that you and I even, joke about or whatever, maybe it's maybe it's better for society that they're not as cool anymore. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. There was this comic I worked with one time. Actually, it was at this comedy club, the Independent Comedy Club in Hamtramck, Michigan. And he's like been on Conan before and stuff. Very funny guy. I can't fucking think of his name right now. But he had a joke about like, he goes like, I think I'm progressive right now, but there might be a day where like to my kids, I'm terrible.
Yeah.
The way my parents are. He's like, because like there could come a day where like sex bots are like in now. There could become a day where like people just have relationships with their sex bots, and I'm just like, oh God, why are you hooking up with those bolt heads? And my kid's like, you can't call them bolt heads, and he's like, but they say it in their songs. They say it in their own songs. They call each other that. And I'm like, that's such a funny fucking.
That's so funny.
In their song,
yeah,
they call each other.
I don't want to be caught one day saying bolt heads, and then everybody looks at me like I'm
you're
like,
awful.
no, I'm
no, I'm progressive.
I'm progressive.
And people are like, no, you're not anymore. Yeah, you're right. That is something you gotta worry about.
Yeah, but it is. Well, it's a discussion for another day.
Yeah, don't be a bolt head.
Don't be a bolt head. There you go. We got it, folks. All right, thank you so much for listening to us, guys. We appreciate it. Like we said earlier, check us out on YouTube. Subscribe. Hit the like. Smash that like button.
Smash that like
button.
And
follow us on Spotify. 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Anyways, we appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Bye.